I picked up random words but never learned Mandarin. You want to focus on Cantonese first. That's the right way to go. But also, I'm aware that Michelle knows a lot of Mandarin from like teas, from your tea obsession, and that's interesting because I'm not familiar with that at all. I know of the few teas that I would have come across when I was growing up. Obviously, I know it through Cantonese, and that's the thing with like the Sinophone world cultures, the fact that we pronounce everything differently. So when you say something, when you say like the standard name of something like a tea in Mandarin, I would be completely lost because I would have to guess what the characters are. Like if you write it out in Chinese characters, I would know. But like if you say the name, I have to mentally convert it into the characters and then like realize what it is. Because I mean, especially when it's something that I'm not very familiar with, like specialty teas. For example, the tea that I usually have when I go have dim sum is Polei, and because one of these characters is extremely divergent in its like evolution, as in like different Chinese languages pronounce it in extremely different ways. I don't think you have a way of guessing what that is in like the standardized name. Michelle, do you know what Polei is? I think you might have had it when I went for dim sum with you. Tea came from China, so the original Chinese names are what you'd see on the menu in a traditional style tea house. Right, okay, yeah. So you would see the Mandarin name specifically. Because, I mean, to me, if I look at the menu and then see Chinese characters, that's not any particular language, right? That's just the script, and I could read it in whatever way I want. But like in a menu that doesn't use the Chinese script, then you would like be opting for one specific Chinese language like Mandarin. I don't know all the characters for every tea. Ah, I see. Oh, you do know? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is pu'er. Yeah. So I only knew it when I started like looking at menus in English, because for me it's Polei, right? Polei, and it sounds very different from pu'er. I mean, if you look at the start, then there is such similarities, but the tea that my family always goes for is Polei in Cantonese. And then, like, I had no reason to know the Cantonese word. That's right. I have no reason to know the Mandarin word because I wouldn't order it in Mandarin in Hong Kong. And then I came to the UK, and then, like, I started seeing it on menus and things, and I realized, oh, wait, so that's how you pronounce it in Mandarin. And also it's spelled in such a fun way, pu'er, or pu'er. I also recently, I was taught that apparently all the tea come from, like, the tea plant. Is that a thing? Because I met a guy who might just be the most British guy I've ever met. I mean, he has a look. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a look with certain facial hair and the glasses, and then like he really loves tea, and has a tattoo of a tea plant on his arm, and then he also like had a full conversation about tap waters in different parts of the country and like what drinks are good for. Like, oh, northern water is good for this, like, but like not good for coffee, so tap water from that part of the country is better for coffee. Absolutely blew my mind. The best part of that story was how the topic even came up, because someone else was talking to me about pretty controversial things. We quickly went from like Russia to Israel to China, so we were sweeping through all the most controversial topics, and then we jokingly said, oh, okay, right, let's give it a break. Let's talk about the least controversial things, like tap water. And then this guy just starts giving this speech about different tap waters. And my mind was blown. Yeah. I'm talking about traditional style tea houses, because I've never visited any countries in Asia. I don't know anything about tea houses, so you teach me about it. I just have the tea. I just go yum cha and then like get the cha, and I enjoy it. Oh, see, that's what's happening. Like when you write the the Mandarin term, I have to like. Actually, no, I couldn't get it unless like I read your explanation. When you said ripe and raw, then it clicked. I could like link the pinyin to the character and thus to the meaning. Or I guess the pinyin to the meaning and then the character. That would make more sense. But without the context, without the explanation, ripe and raw, I would be completely lost. Camellia sinensis. Oh my god, this literally is Chinese. Sinensis. Glasgow tap water based. So maybe that person would have said like Glasgow tap water is good for a specific kind of tea. Maybe that's what he would have said. With one exception, which is Yue Guang Bai. Oh, once again, I would not have been able to get that until I read the explanation. That's comes from especially with names, right? Names for like and foods, dishes, teas in Chinese, they're so incredibly poetic. They are not like anything literal. Like I mean, in English in the Western world, lots of names are quite literal. I guess like if you go for like the name of a type of pasta, it wouldn't be obvious to you as an Anglophone, but it would be obvious to an Italian person. But most names, food names, drink names in this part of the world are so literal. But then like in Chinese cultures, everything is so incredibly poetic. Like even if you understand the name of a dish, you quite often you wouldn't be able to know like what actually it is, like lion's head or whatever. So it's even harder to get what you're writing when you write the name of a tea. So thanks for the translation. That's actually pretty ironic. It comes from the Camellia thaliensis, which is a relative of the main tea plant, but very rarely used in tea production. Oh my god, tea is so mid. Oh my, are you starting war here, Esme? Are you starting an actual flame war in my chat? Because if you are, please do it more. So come on, people, start fighting. I don't know what the xiang is. Oh, okay. I never heard about that one. I only know we have a word apsilok, which is a color, is a shade of green. There is a shade of green that we call duck manure. I don't actually know why. I don't think they shit green, right? I don't think they shit green, but there is a shade of green that we call that, like sort of grayish.